static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doctor.
Let me think. The encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. He'll act as a host.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Gedanken einer toten Person.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Dürfen Sie aber auch ganz genau zuhören, deswegen. Dann könnt ihr mir mal vorlaut lernen. Master. Voice. Musik war ich mal leiser. Radio brauchen wir auch nicht unbedingt. Effekte können wir auch ein bisschen leiser machen, die können manchmal echt laut und belastend sein.
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
I'm trying to sleep. California Republic. All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of the new California Republic. I'm sure that's going to take some getting used to for a lot of people.
What a joke.
What's it mean, Mom?
Nothing, Connie. People like to talk and hope someone else is going to keep them safe.
Teacher at school said the NCR would bring back the good old days. Like before the big war.
Don't you listen to that twaddle. I'm going to stop singing you if that's what they're teaching you.
I'm going out. Where the fuck did you put my boots?
Listen to...
Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole. I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then.
You take this.
People always hoping for something better. They usually end up with something worse.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for. There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Euch kurz zu erzählen, Herr Marisa, ruhig. Da wird gerade im Radio verkündet, dass die alle zur neuen Kalifornischen Republik gehören. Die 5 Staaten, die sind theoretisch, soweit ich weiß, erst nach Fallout 2 entstanden. Also müsste das so nach Fallout 2 sein. Deswegen müsste Kellogg dann wahrscheinlich hier so 50 sein. Irgendwas mit 50, so 56, 57. Und ihr werdet jetzt genau sehen, dass es in Kalifornien ist. Und ja. Das werdet ihr jetzt sehen.
It's gonna be fine. You'll see. I thought San Francisco was my chance to start fresh. I was the hot shit, the gunslinger from the hub, rolling into town with the world at my feet. Everybody knew I was the one who'd shot Valdez. And I could write my own ticket to any outfit in town. It all worked out pretty damn well. For a while. The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
But we don't know any...
Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
Buddy here. And now with the baby?
Come on, Sarah, you gotta give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the she. A lot of standing around looking tough.
No, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
I know, Connie. I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see. That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next intact memory.
Sehr weiter zu erzählen, die Shi sind gestartete chinesische U-Boot-Fahrer, die halt an der Küste von San Francisco gestrandet sind während des Großen Krieges. Die sind halt nach einigen Jahren, Wochen, Monaten, ich weiß nicht genau, der Zeitabstand, sind die halt rausgekommen und haben halt wieder angefangen, San Francisco aufzubauen und später haben halt noch die anderen, die Wortbewohner aufgebaut und so ist Frisco, also San Francisco, dann weiter wieder entstanden. Und das müsste so in den späten 2250ern sein, genauso wie diese nächste Szene. Also in der Zeit, wo zum Beispiel die Legion in Fallout New Vegas entstanden ist, soweit ich das weiß. Ja, die ist dort entstanden.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know, they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I'll connect you.
Ja, ist wahrscheinlich so ein paar Wochen bis Monate später, vielleicht auch ein Jahr. Wir waren wahrscheinlich nicht viel älter. Die nächste Szene, die ist, glaube ich, in der Bar. Ich glaube, eine Bar steht auch, wo das ist. Können wir mal gucken.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself. There's always someone who wanted someone else dead. Sometimes just roughed up, but dead was usually what they wanted. Sometimes they thought they could cheat me. That was usually only when I first arrived somewhere. Didn't matter to me. They just took it as part of the job. Little extra thrown in for free. I always got paid in the end. One way or another. I didn't care where I was going. Ended up mostly wandering east. Getting as far away from San Francisco as I could, maybe. I don't remember much from that time. It all kinda blends together. It was almost always a bar, though. That's universal.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Von den Postern her zu urteilen, muss es irgendwo in der Nähe von Vegas sein. Sonst weiß ich, dass sonst nirgendwo in Amerika eigentlich solche Poster sind. Also weit verbreitet in Bars.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
Sieht schon jetzt sehr wahrscheinlich an. Müsste dann auch schon in den 2260ern sein. Sah auch nicht mehr so ganz jung aus.
Mr. Kellogg,
Das ist zum letzten
I'm glad you
erzählt, weil
decided to
ich
meet
mag
with me.
So, I finally ended up in the Commonwealth. I kinda ran out of road. Plus, I'd come to terms with life. I wasn't gonna be stupid enough to get mixed up with caring about other people again. It was just me against the world. And the world had it coming. You're with the Institute. You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Systems offline. Shutting down.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. Ah, there's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis. suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
I was now the Institute's main operator in the Commonwealth. If they needed something done, they came to me. It wasn't usual for anybody from the Institute to come along on a mission, so this one stood out. I didn't know then who it was we were grabbing from the vault. Of course, neither did they. Not really. I never knew why we didn't just refreeze the rest of them. But we had our orders.
I found another intact
Guess the old man didn't want so many loose ends. Too bad he left alive the one person he shouldn't have. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving her alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if she somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me. And I made sure they knew it. I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. But it was better this way. Better than taking his kid and leaving him alive.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Okay? Come here.
No.
Come here, baby.
No. I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
I'm not giving you Sean.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here and let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
What's the whole...
10 Jahre davor sein. Das ist ja. Das hier ist wahrscheinlich so eine Woche oder keine Ahnung. Tag, bevor wir aufgewacht wurden, so ein Scheiß halt.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Piper's really done it this time. I mean, I'm not saying...
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long. This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up. new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my...
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were...
Exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Jetzt soll ich jetzt wieder reinkommen. Geil. Ja. Ah, laufen wir.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before.
Mir geht's gut.
How do you feel?
I'm okay, Doctor. Thank you.
That's good. But I want you to keep monitoring yourself. We have to be sure there's no... Are you ready to talk?
We got what we needed. The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out.
Yes. Their greatest secret has finally been revealed. But that only leads to more questions. How does it work? Where do we go next?
Where do we go next?
That scientist Kellogg was supposed to track down. Virgil. We need to find him.
You're right. A rogue Institute scientist could answer all kinds of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That doesn't make sense. No one goes there. Not even if they were desperate.
If we need to find Virgil, then I'm going after him.
If you're going to go, be prepared. You'll need some way to combat the radiation there. It's called the glowing sea for a reason.
I'll find a way to get through the rads. Don't worry.
Good luck. And be safe. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
That's what I'm talking about, Blue.
Oh ja, geil, mal wieder. Das ist nicht nach PlayStation, das ist nicht wahr, das ist eine Musik. Schöne Bilder. Man sagt, es gibt nur Las Vegas. Wow. Wow. Ich will mich umbringen.
Nick. Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. That was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
You want to try for round 2, huh? Let's go.
What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Amari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. You know where to find me.
Nothing stays hidden forever. At least, not if I have my say.
Wenn ich mit Kate durch bin, nehme ich Nick als nächstes mit. Aber da ist noch mal so ein kleines bisschen Kellogg in den drin.
You got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Ich bin nicht Irma.
The angle here.
Genau.
Good neighbors crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need. No matter how bleak things got, he saved the day.
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Wasn't he a caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. They found him in an iceberg off the harbor. Boy, if you just woke up. The world these days must take some getting used to.
It seems like people are finally rebuilding and recovering from the nuclear war.
Maybe in some parts, like Diamond City, but over here, we got a ways to go. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his black trench coat and gleaming silver submachine gun? I got a plan to bring him to life. So we can fight bad guys and give...
Sure. Good on you for trying to make the world...
I just have to do something, you know? I've built my own custom machine gun. Even better than the one in the show. But to make this work, and they actually got one here in Boston.
I might do it, if you make it worth my while.
When you're done, I got a reward all squared away. Will you just help me out?
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs... So that's where you'll find it. You're the best.
Right.
Die verlorenen Punkte wieder reinzuholen. Auch wenn der guten Eber nicht direkt ist wie Dingens, Freeside New Vegas ist hier nicht mal halb so groß. Das ist so groß wie eine Straße. Freeside. Ich habe vorhin New Vegas by the way gespielt. Ich habe mir einen guten Ruf bei der NCA gegönnt und bin einen Typen dazu verraten. Oh ja.
Can't believe it. He looked just like Sammy, too.
He sure as hell didn't act like him. Institute thinks they can replace people with sin.
We've
got another thing coming.
We come in peace.
What am I gonna do? Brotherhood of Steel better stay out of Good River. All I'm saying.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All you gotta do is
Whoa. Now that is some armor. Check out those hydraulics.
Hey, Cleo.
Don't worry. I only test the weapons on
Let's see what you have.
Murder and mayhem at a discount.
Oh ja, geil. Sowas liebe ich. Eddie, ein Mensch, ich will die heiraten. Wirklich, ich werde die wirklich heiraten. Kannst du hier durchscrollen, was die so hat. Behalte ich mal. Das ist das erste, auch wenn die gut Geld gibt. Was die denn so für tolles Zeug? Ja, so. Auch eigentlich jetzt egal sein.
Hey.
Sieht aus wie die können.
Oh, you're back. Can't get enough looks of this lovely figure.
Let's see what you got.
Remember, no returns, exchanges, or death threats.
Outcast. Ah. Das hört sich ja nicht gut an. Ich hätte gern, was das insgesamt mit Damage macht.
Peace, sister.
Nicht nur gegen eine Gegnerart.
Cleo.
Every weapon you see here could be the difference between life and death, baby.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Let's get you outfitted, killer.
Genauer kommentieren werde ich jetzt aber auch nix. Kampf ist doch 2 Cores.
Hell of a load you're carrying. Better sell some to Daisy before. Pipes it.
Ach, ne. Sollte ich mal versuchen. Ich muss by the way Fusion Cores farmen für den Vault. Ich spoilere euch jetzt nicht so viel, aber die brauchen halt Fusion Cores. Und ich habe bei Lenswood im Video gesehen, ein Settlement, das ganz oben ist und auch schon aufgebaut ist, aber das holen wir uns irgendwann. Das ist irgendwo bei Tempest Bluff, obwohl. Ich öffne mal den Eistee. Obwohl. Ach komm, Massenmord und das macht doch Spaß. Massenmord und Scheiß. So. Dorthin gehen. Gönnen wir uns noch. Scheiße, dauert das lange. Ein Whisky. Schnauze. Wer will's wissen? Ah, CL Vicious.
Whoa. You hear that? Over there! Get him!
Ich fühle mich mächtig mit dem Ding.
Huh?
Das ist so die starke Waffe ist. Alter, schaut sich den Hund an. Wer jetzt stirbt. Ah. Ich hab nicht so Bock auf Raider, deswegen. Hier war das, glaube ich, irgendwo. Und zu Tempine. Jetzt ist von die Glowing Sea. Mit der Glowing Sea wird's lustig. Ich mach mal ein neues Visier drauf. Das große Problem. Wegmachen. Noch mehr Betten. Oh, geil. Eine Bar gibt es hier wenigstens. Unterhalter runter.
Sure.
Sehe kann ich brennen oder was? Nee. Kurz das Licht drin auf. Andere Seite wird jetzt der Schlaf nicht zerstört. Das wollte ich nicht. Das wollte ich. Theoretisch könnte ich auch hier ist. Ja? Angehoben würden. Die uns halt zeigen.
Yeah. You just say the word.
Bling dafür ab. Was wie Bling meines Geld. Lustigen. So. Trader könnte man da theoretisch auch noch einbauen. Ach ja, rennen darf ich nicht. Der Bar ist eigentlich recht schlecht.
Know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load, or, you know, if you need anything proofread.
geil, ich habe kein Holz mehr. Holzmangel. Erstmal Holz grinden. Kann ja lustig werden.
Maybe constantly trying to kill us, but